What if I told you? There are places on Earth we know less about than the surface of Mars. Places so dangerous, remote, or hidden that humans have either never been there or have only visited once, ever. And some of them are hiding right beneath our feet. Stay with me, because these are the least explored places on Earth. Let's start with the biggest mystery of all, the deep ocean. It's a realm so vast and alien it might as well be another planet. Yet it's right here on Earth. We know more about the surface of Mars than we do about our own planet's seafloor. Over 95% of Earth's oceans remain completely unexplored, unmapped, and unobserved by human eyes. That means most of our own planet is still a blank space on the map. Below the sunlit surface waters lies the twilight zone, and deeper still, the midnight zone, where sunlight never reaches. Beyond that are the abyssal and hadal zones, the deepest, darkest, and most mysterious parts of our world. The deepest point we know of is the Challenger Deep, within the Mariana Trench. It plunges down nearly 7 miles or 11,000 meters. If you were to place Mount Everest at the bottom, its peak would still be more than a mile underwater. Down there, the pressure is over 1,000 times greater than at the surface. It's so intense it would crush a typical military submarine as if it were a soda can. Venturing into this environment is one of the greatest engineering challenges humanity has ever faced. The first to do it were Jacques Piccard and Don Walsh in 1960, descending in a specialized bathyscaphe called the Trieste. Since then, only a handful of other humans have ever returned to these depths, using advanced submersibles built to withstand the colossal forces. And every time we send a probe or a person into the abyss, we are reminded of how little we know. We discover creatures that glow with their own light, using bioluminescence to hunt, communicate, and hide in the eternal darkness. We find animals without eyes, which navigate using other senses finely tuned to this extreme world. And we find entire ecosystems that defy everything we thought we knew about life. On the abyssal plains, far from any sunlight, we've found hydrothermal vents. These are like geysers on the seafloor, spewing out superheated, mineral-rich water from within the Earth's crust. Instead of photosynthesis, life here is powered by chemosynthesis, a process where microbes convert these harsh chemicals into energy. This supports bizarre communities of giant tube worms, ghostly fish, and strange crustaceans. These are life forms that shouldn't exist, but do, thriving in conditions we would consider toxic and deadly. Beyond the vents lie vast underwater mountain ranges, called seamounts, and sprawling abyssal plains that stretch for thousands of miles. Some scientists believe these unexplored regions may contain entire ecosystems we've never seen, with biodiversity that could rival the rainforests. The deep ocean isn't empty, it's just waiting to be discovered. Next is the Amazon rainforest. It looks well known on maps. But that's an illusion. Large portions of the Amazon have never been explored on foot. Satellite images can't see through the dense canopy, and entire regions remain unmapped and scientifically understudied. The rainforest spans 9 countries, covers about 5.5 million square kilometers, and has terrain that actively resists exploration. Even more shocking, there are uncontacted tribes still living there today, completely cut off from modern civilization. New species of animals and plants are still discovered here every year. Some scientists believe there are thousands more we haven't found yet. One of the most remote rainforest regions on Earth includes the Vale do Javari. Dense forest, shifting rivers, no roads, and home to dozens of isolated tribes. Rivers are often the only way in, and some are navigable only a few weeks a year. Over 90% of rainforest life lives above the ground. Many species never touch the forest floor. Some insects, frogs, orchids, and fungi are known only from canopy samples. Fun fact, entire food webs exist in treetop pools of rainwater. Reasons why these areas remain unexplored. Exploration isn't just hard, it's risky. Impassable terrain and extreme humidity. Dangerous wildlife, snakes, insects, diseases. legal protections for indigenous lands, ethical concerns about contact, and logistical cost for expeditions. In many cases, leaving areas unexplored is intentional and necessary. The big truth is the Amazon isn't just underexplored. It's alive, shifting, and changing faster than we can document it. Some places may never be explored, and that might be exactly what keeps them alive. Now let's go underground, into a world that remains one of the last true frontiers on our own planet. Far from the sunlit surface, vast, intricate networks of caves plunge deep into the Earth's crust. These are not just holes in the ground. They are complex geological systems, sculpted by water over millions of years, and they guard their secrets fiercely. Exploring these deep cave systems is one of the most dangerous endeavors imaginable. The challenges are relentless: absolute darkness that swallows light, bone-chilling temperatures that never rise, and the constant threat of sudden, catastrophic floods that can turn a narrow passage into a deadly trap with no warning. Every step requires immense technical skill, physical endurance, and psychological fortitude. The current record holder for depth is Veryovkina Cave, located in the Arabica Massif in Abkhazia, plunging over 7,200 feet or 2,200 meters into the earth. That's like stacking two of the world's tallest skyscrapers on top of each other and lowering them into the ground. Expeditions here are like missions to another planet, taking weeks and requiring elite teams to establish a series of underground camps just to reach the bottom. And it's not alone. Systems like Krubera Cave, the former record holder, and the sprawling Cheve system in Mexico present similar dangers, including terrifying underwater passages known as sumps, which require specialized cave diving skills. For those who brave the descent, the rewards are discoveries found nowhere else. They find powerful underground rivers that carve these labyrinths and completely isolated ecosystems that have evolved in darkness for millennia, creating bizarre life forms that have never seen sunlight. Some caves hide geological wonders, like Mexico's famous Cave of the Crystals, a chamber filled with the largest natural crystals ever found, translucent gypsum beams up to 39 feet long. This hidden world extends beneath the oceans too. Blue holes, like those in the Bahamas and the Yucatan Peninsula, are submerged vertical caves. They are portals to the planet's past. Descending into them, divers pass through layers of water, eventually entering anoxic or oxygen-free zones where nothing can decay. Here, they find perfectly preserved fossils and unique microbes, a chemical time capsule from a bygone era. From terrestrial chasms to sunken abysses, these deep caves represent a fundamental challenge to human exploration. Many remain completely uncharted, their entrances hidden and their depths unknown, because to enter them is to accept a profound risk. You might not come back. Now let's stay underground. Volcanoes aren't just dangerous on the surface. Beneath them are lava tubes, long, natural underground tunnels formed by flowing lava during a volcanic eruption. Lava erupts and flows downhill. The outer layer cools and hardens. Hot lava keeps flowing inside like a river. When the eruption stops, the lava drains away. What's left behind? A hollow underground tunnel. Think of it like a molten river with a frozen roof. Lava tubes are extremely dangerous to explore because of sudden collapses due to thin ceilings, toxic gases, total darkness, flash flooding, and disorientation, since many look identical. Many tubes are completely unmapped. You don't know where they end. Some explorers have vanished in volcanic caves. Famous lava tube regions include Hawaii with its thousands of tubes from shield volcanoes, Iceland with massive, colorful lava tunnels, Canary Islands with some of the longest lava tubes on Earth, and Galapagos Islands with tubes linked to ancient eruptions. Many remain sealed, collapsed, or undiscovered. This is where it gets wild. Scientists believe lava tubes exist on the Moon and Mars, and they may be protection from radiation, natural shelters for astronauts, and possible locations for past or present microbial life. On Mars, lava tubes could be the best place to search for life. Some are estimated to be big enough to hold entire cities. Mind-blowing lava tube facts. Some lava tubes are over 2,000 years old. They can preserve footprints and flow marks perfectly. Temperatures inside stay stable year-round. Entire ecosystems exist inside some tubes. You could walk miles underground and never see the sun. Lava tubes are underground highways carved by fire. Some of the least explored places on Earth, and a bridge between geology, danger, and space exploration, they remind us that Earth is still unfinished, unstable, and full of secrets. Next, let's go to the coldest place on Earth. The Arctic looks empty, but it's hiding secrets. It's one of the most mysterious places on Earth. When people think of the Arctic or Greenland, they imagine coastlines, glaciers, and polar bears. But the interior is something else entirely. We're talking about vast ice sheets thousands of feet thick, endless white terrain with no landmarks, and temperatures so extreme that equipment and people can fail. Large areas of Greenland's interior have never been walked by humans. The interior of Greenland and the Arctic ice sheets remain barely explored due to brutal cold, isolation, no shelter for hundreds of miles, limited rescue options, endless ice with no landmarks. If something goes wrong, help may be days away or impossible. Beneath the ice are unknown landscapes frozen in time. Greenland is covered by an ice sheet that is up to 2 miles thick, covers 80% of the island, and holds enough ice to raise global sea levels by over 20 feet. What's shocking is what's underneath. Beneath the ice are mountains, valleys, rivers, and entire hidden landscapes frozen in time. This terrain has been sealed off for thousands of years. Scientists have discovered subglacial lakes trapped under pressure, rivers flowing beneath solid ice, and warm zones caused by geothermal heat. Some of this water has never touched air or sunlight in human history. It's like a secret planet under ice. The Arctic and Greenland interior isn't just cold emptiness. It's a frozen archive of Earth's history, one of the least explored places on the planet, and a key to understanding our future. It proves something important. We still don't fully know our own world. Here's a twist. One of the least explored places on Earth isn't below us. It's above us. The upper atmosphere, especially the mesosphere, is incredibly difficult to study. Earth's atmosphere is layered like an invisible onion. The upper atmosphere generally refers to everything above where airplanes fly, starting around 30 miles up. From bottom to top, we have the troposphere, which is the weather and clouds where we live. The stratosphere is the ozone layer and jet streams. The mesosphere is where meteors burn up. The thermosphere contains auroras and space station, and the exosphere fades into space. The least explored parts are the mesosphere and thermosphere. This region is incredibly hard to study because planes can't fly that high, satellites orbit above it, rockets pass through it too fast, and balloons can't reach the mesosphere. Scientists rely on short rocket missions, remote sensing, and computer models. Huge gaps remain in our understanding. Mind-blowing upper atmosphere facts. You could technically swim through the thermosphere without burning. Sound waves can travel strangely or not at all. The boundary of space isn't a clean line, it fades gradually. Auroras are visible from orbit, not just Earth. Weather in the lower atmosphere can affect space conditions above. Why the upper atmosphere matters. What happens up there affects life down here, such as climate modeling, GPS accuracy, satellite safety, power grids, communication systems, and protection from solar radiation. It's invisible, but essential. The upper atmosphere is a buffer zone between Earth and space, one of the least explored regions on the planet, constantly interacting with the sun and still full of unanswered questions. We look to the stars for mysteries, but one of the strangest frontiers is right above our heads. So while we dream about exploring distant planets, much of Earth itself remains a mystery. hidden beneath oceans, buried under ice, lost in jungles, and sealed in darkness. The truth is, we haven't fully explored Earth. We've only scratched the surface. Comment below, which of these places would you explore or never go near? If you enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe for more mysterious facts about our world. This really helps the channel to grow and reach more people. And remember, sometimes the greatest unknowns aren't in space, they're right here on Earth.